Yo, what's up? So the reason I wanted to record this video is because I just had a revelation. And as you get older, sometimes you have a revelation, and then it's good, but then you forget about it. So anyways, I wanted to record this, and I love YouTube. I love the vlogging because I treat. Anyways, if you're hearing noises like clicking and clacking, it's because we just moved from Carmichael to North Highlands, and so I got a lot of stuff in the car, clicking and clacking. Anyways, the revelation was that because I've been stressing for years about like the stuff that I've accumulated over time, and just feeling overwhelmed about the stuff that we accumulate over time, and the stuff, and then of course you see that especially when you're moving, you see the stuff, you see some stuff that you haven't used in years or a long time, and you're like, but of course you remember why you purchased it, and then at one point you stopped using that particular item, but you don't want to throw it away because it cost $100, $50, whatever, and you're like, oh, I can still put that to good use, or I want to give it to someone who will put it to good use, or one day this or one day that, and you know what. And so anyways, a lot of the stuff I'm going to throw away, because it's just I'm never going to use it again. I know for a fact I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to use it again, because some of the stuff I bought for specific reasons, for a specific time in my life, and it just, now I know it's not, I tried it, and the good thing is I tried it, and now I know about it, but I won't need it. So anyways, the revelation is that throughout my life I've always been asking God for more blessings, especially in the form of stuff, valuable stuff, in the form of money, specifically money, fortune, royalties, so I can buy the stuff that I want. And but you know what? I'm so grateful. I just realized that I'm so grateful that God didn't bless me with millions of dollars in my early years, because then I would have, my spending habits would have been the same on a larger scale, and then I would have had to deal with all this stuff that cost me a fortune, and that I wouldn't want to get rid of because it cost me X amount of money. And it just dawned on me that that's why there's so many hoarders, and that's why you see people, especially on their property, they have all kinds of stuff in their yards, in their homes, and things that don't work or don't necessarily work, that they obviously have value. Like, have you ever seen those properties that have like a lot of cars, like junk cars? And one time, anyways, and then some of these are classic cars, but then of course the owner is like, oh, one day I'm going to fix it, or one day I'm going to restore that or fix it up. You know what? The one day never comes. That one day, it never does. Speaking from experience, and seeing from experience, and knowing from experience, if you don't do it, if it's not on your to-do list as of right now, today, this week, this month, it's just not going to happen. One day is not a calendar. It's not a day of the calendar. And so that's what the revelation was. That's what I was like, wow, I'm so grateful that God didn't bless me with a lot of money in my early years, because I would have had to been dealing that right now. I would have had to I'm so glad that God didn't bless me with a lot of money, and then having to lose it all, having to lose all that money, and then still end up with all this stuff. You know what I mean? Even more stuff. And we're all hoarders to a point, right? Some of us are not. Praise Jesus, praise God. And why some of us are not hoarders is because they know, they've seen maybe their family be hoarders, and they don't want to be hoarders. And so I'm trying to get rid of myself. It's hard. I get it. You know why? Because we have sentimental value. Not only that, financial attachment to this stuff, because we know how much we spent on it, and it does hurt to throw it away. It does. It physically, emotionally, it hurts. It's just, but it's necessary. It's necessary. And now I learn that now I'm much more wiser with my spending. Praise Jesus, praise God. Now I'm much more wiser with my spending. And I think twice, 3 times, 4 times, do I really need this? And just recently, me and my wife, we went to Seattle, Washington, and for the first time. And she was like, "Oh, let's get a souvenir." And I didn't buy anything. I made it a point not to buy nothing. I mean, we bought food and drink, things that we can consume. She actually bought a sweater and a t-shirt that says Seattle on it. And I was very famous for that as well myself. I always liked buying a t-shirt of where I've been, but no more. I know, yeah, no more. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with myself, because I treat YouTube as a diary. And anybody watching this video, hopefully they can gain something from it as well too. But yeah, I just wanted to record this because it was so, wow, sometimes we think, oh, why God doesn't bless me? Why God doesn't bless me with the money that I want, and then over time, it just takes some time to actually realize why God doesn't bless. Of course, God blesses some people, with, winning the lottery, and then, 3 months later, they overdose because they don't know how to control that money. I've heard stories like that, people inheriting money, and they had some kind of addiction, and because they had so much money, they blew it on their addiction, or they and anyways, so many stories like that, right? Where even if they don't have an addiction, there's so many different kinds of addictions, right? Spending addictions and food addictions, to the point where, yeah, you get a lot of money, and then eventually it's gone, right? So there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from others, but the greatest lessons are obviously the ones that we experience ourselves in our own life. And sometimes it takes a while, for me especially, it takes a while to actually get it, to review, to take a review on my life, and realize why certain things had to happen. And I just realized that right now. I just realized that right now, because we're, through the whole moving, a lot of stuff. Praise God, it's not that much stuff compared to others, but to me, it's still a lot. It's still a lot, because it's a lot of stuff that we don't use anymore, that I don't use anymore. And hopefully, I'm confident that one day, that soon, within 2 years, I can report to you, to myself, through YouTube, through this YouTube channel that I have, that I've been able to get rid of all the stuff that I don't need and that I don't use. Praise God. So yeah, I just wanted to share that and record that for myself. For you, Alex, if you're watching this in the future, don't ever be a hoarder. You already know the effects of hoarding. You already know the consequences of hoarding. So, praise God. And on that note, oh Lord, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, increase my capacity, increase the things that I'm doing with the life that I've been given, expand my borders, expand my horizon, increase my wisdom greater than that of King Solomon, increase my faith greater than that of the Apostle Paul, increase my ability to love others as much as your son Jesus was able to love others. Please bless me with strength, with courage, and with confidence, so that I can turn into the best version of myself that I can be. Don't forget to smash that like button, comment down in the section below, subscribe, and I will see you guys. And then I'll make, some more videos, All right. And spring is among us. Spring is actually here. Wait, yeah. It doesn't mean it's not officially here, but it feels like spring is here. And it almost feels, you could feel like I'm getting a taste of summer. Oh my goodness. Last year it went up to 116. Woo! That was hot. And it is what it is. It's, you can see it in my face, and I'm already like, woo, bracing myself for it. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I'm still sober. Praise God, praise Jesus, praise true parents, the true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. Father Moon and Mother Han. Thank you, and I think that's it. Ciao.